Hey beautiful people, this is your boy Kagiso M, and today I'm again here with the Anker 757 PowerHouse battery backup solution. So I have a video where I was doing the unboxing, showing you what this comes with and the walk around this little guy. If you haven't seen it, here's the link up somewhere and also on the description. So after a couple of weeks of testing this, I thought I would make a little list of the good, the bad, and the ugly. So in case maybe you're looking for this or you're looking for a battery backup solution. So the reason about that is that we have some load shedding in South Africa, and the West is stage 6 that we have experienced yet, where you don't have power for 10 hours. It's not 10 hours straight, but I normally would experience 2 times 4 hours and 2 hours. So I needed something that can run for 4 hours at least to be able to export videos. Some videos are very long. I need to export them through that load shedding. And also sometimes I need to work when I come from my 9 to 5 and I want to edit, you find that I cannot edit because there is no electricity. So that's why I was looking for this guy. So on the good, I have actually put at the top the things that I actually looked at when I was buying this, and then going down other things that it comes with similar to the unboxing, and other things that I have tested that I'm happy with. So it's quite a lot on the good, then there's the bad, and there's the ugly. So let's start. This guy comes with 1229 watt hour, and that's a lot of power given the price point and what I'm using it for. So I'm using it mainly for the PC, and my PC is a Ryzen 9 with 32 gigabyte of RAM, a AMD GPU 6900 XT, which comes with 16 gigabyte of VRAM. So that's it's not really like a high spec PC, but it's also not in the middle. It's a little bit up there. So yeah, between the mid and the up. So it does consume a lot of power, especially when I'm rendering and sometimes when I'm doing when I'm editing. And I can see that because this guy has a screen also where you can see your power consumption, or even when you are we are charging it. So 1229 watt hour is quite a lot. Might not be 100%, but I have used this guy for 4 hours, not really 4 hours, during 4 hours while I'm editing, but I won't be editing all those 4 hours, and it has worked perfectly. But also I have rendered throughout the 4 hours, and it didn't even get to 0. 0 was very far. I can't exactly remember, but I still had plenty of power left. I think 60%, something like that. Another thing that I looked at, which is the price point, and given what this comes with, the 1229 and all the other things that I will mention later, I think this was the best positioned battery backup solution, especially when you're a content creator, when you do go camping, when you have a medical condition that needs an equipment that should run without stopping, and also for your household equipment, because this guy, which is the second one, comes with 1500 watt inverter. You can run a lot of household stuff, but you must also remember, if you have equipment that has things like motor, they might need that higher initial power, even though it might say it's running at 1200 watt, but that initial power might need a higher power. You might find that this guy don't work. But most of your household stuff, your TV, your fridges, this guy should run it without an issue. Should be able to run even your smaller coffee machine. So the next thing that I needed was the UPS, the pass-through. So meaning when electricity goes and I've plugged my PC before electricity goes, it shouldn't switch off, and this guy worked well without an issue. There are people that says it's not a good solution for that because it takes around 20 milliseconds. I expect there's less than 20 milliseconds, and some people say if you want a UPS, go straight for a proper UPS. I never had an issue. I never had my PC flickering or anything. When the power goes off, it stays on. When the power comes back, it still works perfectly. So I needed that UPS part, which was quite nice, and I'm having it without an issue. So another thing is charging. This guy charges very fast, extremely fast, faster than your power bank. I know some power bank might charge fast, but this guy is absolutely fantastic. So the spec is from 0 to 80% should take an hour, and from 0 to 100% should take 1 hour 30 minutes. I haven't depleted this guy to 0%. It's usually around 60%, and I can tell you that it does charge very quick. And the other thing that I have noticed, because it shows on the display when you charge it, this guy can charge up to 1000 watt. That is the spec. While I was checking it visually, I could see over 900, around 920 something. Probably it does go over that because I don't continuously monitor it. So the speed of charging, that's another thing that I needed, because with stage 6 load shedding, it can be bad. The next thing was the warranty. You get 5-year warranty from the OEM. So that's impressive. The battery is designed to last for 10 years before you see significant loss, or some loss of power, and they give you 5 years, and they say that 10 years should be for a full for everyday use. You should be able to get that 10 years in terms of the battery, but the 5 years is guaranteed. That's the warranty that you get, which is quite impressive. You don't really get that on these things. So these are the main point on the good that actually made me buy this. So let's go on to the other things that are impressive on the good, which is when you are in South Africa, it comes with this 3-pin plug. So you can see this has a 2-pin plug, and then you get 2 of these with a South African 3-pin that you plug there, and then you can plug your normal adapter. You don't have to buy an adapter. The next thing, this thing can charge through AC, the wall plug. It can charge through your car socket, 12-volt socket. It can charge through the solar panels. And the nice thing, which is the next point, is that it actually comes with all those 3 cables for charging. You don't have to buy them, which is a nice plus. So next on the list is the USB port. You get 6 USB ports, 4 of which are your normal 5 volts 2.4 amps, which we used to call fast charging. So on each port you get that, and then you get 2 additional ports which are USB-C port. One has a 60 watt maximum, which is quite nice, and the next has 100 watt, which is even much better. So it doesn't charge through that, but it can actually, you don't charge it through that, but you can use it to charge other gadgets. So the other thing is, I've mentioned that I've gone through stage 6 of load shedding through this, and I'm very happy. The next thing, it has power buttons. So if I click here, this is on the AC part. So the AC part is on. That means the car socket one is not on, but you can also click it for it to become on. And this is quite nice, that if you are in a hurry and you want to switch off your stuff, you can just click there, and then they are switched off. You don't have to go pull out cables one or switch them one by one, which is quite nice, and it can also preserve energy on this thing. So the next thing is this thing. As much as it is covered with plastic, it actually has an aluminum chassis, which makes it quite rugged. I mean, it's meant for camping also, so that's quite rugged. The next thing is that it has an eco mode. So on that switch, there's an eco mode. It does actually show with the green icon there. And what happens on the eco mode is that if you say you are in a hurry or you are sleeping, whatever, and then whatever you've plugged here is finished charging, it will actually switch itself off. That means it's going to preserve energy. So it's nice to put it there, but you must be careful when you put on the eco mode that if you have a certain equipment, especially medical equipment, that you need it running continuously, don't put this on the eco mode, because it might switch off depending on which equipment and how that equipment works. So that actually helps to preserve the energy, but on certain instances, don't use it. Also, you can charge multiple components without an issue. Of course, you must stay within the limits, which is 1500 watt that you get from the inverter, but also be careful that you only have 1229 minus your efficiencies. So you must just be careful of this. It also comes with this light that is on. This light is not the brightest light, but it actually can help if you are out in the dark. This will look brighter, and then your light also, it does have that effect, SOS effect. So those are the good that I have put here. I don't think I have missed anything on the good. So yeah, we can go on to the bed. So onto the bed, there's one thing. We still have the ugly. So on the bed is the weight. As much as this is portable, which is a nice thing, it weighs around 22 kilograms, and for camping, moving around and all that, not everyone can move it, especially if you have kids, you want them to help you, but 22 kilograms is also not too heavy. That's why I just put it on the bed, but not the ugly. And if you're using it in the house, you're going to put it on one place, probably, maybe, unless you're using it for other things, you want to move it around. It doesn't have wheels. 22 kilograms doesn't need wheels. But just be careful, especially when you have a bed back. It might be a little bit of an issue. So onto the ugly. One thing that I wasn't sure if I must put it on the bed or ugly is that when this guy charges, especially when it is low, the fan is very loud. Like it's loud. Not bad loud as in like a huge fan. I'm using it in the bedroom, so it is quiet. I can hear it especially when it's a bit low, like 60%, and it starts charging very fast. You can actually you can actually hear that sound. Also, which is not too bad, is it emits heat. It has to emit heat. It has batteries. It has to cool them down. But it does emit it. So just be careful where you're putting it. The heat is not really that much, but just be careful about that. So the ugly. On the ugly side, as much as this has a power button, which is a nice thing, I liked it. If when you click it, switch on, you click it, switches off. Okay, the display won't switch off immediately, but the light on the power, you can see it switched off. The bad thing is that this should have a protection, because it's just a click, it's on, it's just a click, it's off. And I have done that mistake where I actually was looking for the display, click, my PC went off. So for me, when you have a power button like this that works so efficiently, you need to protect it. It could be maybe with a long click. You could have a physical protection, or you could have a method of maybe pressing it, press and hold. So somehow you need to protect it. And for me, it's the ugly because the PC went off. Sometimes you haven't saved and you were looking for maybe to plug a battery, and now you want to switch on the light or something and you click it quickly. So for me, the power button should be protected. If with any mechanism, it doesn't have to be physical, but shouldn't be also that easy. I mean, even a child can just click once and then it's gone. So for me, that's the bad. Another thing that happened, it happened once and hopefully it doesn't happen again. If it happens again, I will actually update this video. So electricity went off and the PC was still working, but when the electricity came back, this guy switched off the PC, which was strange. So because I've read about when you have issues with this, you should reset it. So I went resetted it, and then I went physically onto the, in fact, before even that, I went physically onto the switch. After switching on the PC, I switched off the switch and the PC was still on. I switched off the switch, the PC went off, which shouldn't. So yeah, because I read about the reset button, I went resetted it, tested it, and then it worked. It's been 2 weeks, it's been working well. Since I did that last reset. If it happens again, it means maybe now and then I should just reset it, which is not ideal, but also I am not sure what could be an issue. Another thing that I should just mention is that I actually at that time also plugged the protection switch, what do we call it? The surge protection plug. So could it be it trying to protect? Could it? I'm not sure, but that was not a good sign. It hasn't happened again. So hopefully it stays like that. If it's something that happens once in a blue moon, maybe I can live with it. But if it's something that happens regularly, I will update the video. So I think that's it. So this is the Anker 757 PowerHouse, and I've spent a few weeks on it. If you think this video helped, thumbs up, thumbs up. But you can also subscribe to my channel so that you get the videos where I review the stuff that I use. I review other photography stuff, video stuff, and also talk in general about filming. I haven't done that in quite a while, but I should start doing that again. This is your boy Kagiso M, and I'm out of here.